Yes, rainy season is here again. I want to beg parents. I don't know. The way some of us think as parents, I don't understand it. You know, it will be raining heavily, and yet you will ask your children to be going to school. That rain started while those children were still at home. 2 days ago, I saw two girls. They were dressed up, they were going to school. It rained heavily that morning. In fact, it started raining at around 5 a.m. But the rain started subsiding at around 6:30. So I went out. I wanted to go to work. But when I saw these girls, then while I was waiting for the bus, they met me where I stood. I was taking a shade somewhere around where I would take the bus, and I actually met them there. And that rain started heavily again. Even though it had subsided before, it started all over again, heavily. So I looked at them, I said, are you in SS3 class? That class is those students that are writing West African Examination Council exam. I said, are you in SS3 class? They said no. I said, why did you leave house to go to school now? They didn't answer me. I said, why must you go to school at a time like this? Why didn't you allow the rain to stop? And the route that they will take to their school, vehicles are coming from there and they were getting stuck. People were trekking from that side and they were slippery. They were falling down. Bikes were falling. Marwa was about to somersault, for you to know how bad the road was or the road is. And yes, that is the same route they will use their legs to trek through to get to school. I said, if when you are not writing exam, and I know that this is not an examination period, even maybe terminal exam, I said you should have stayed at home. Look at the rain. Why do you want to expose yourself to this danger? What is it that you are looking for in school? Those ones are even teenagers. But what I want to beg parents this afternoon, and I saw so many parents, especially in areas that the roads are not tarred, roads that have no gutters. You know how bad the road can be when it rains. Please don't send little children, kids, to school when it is raining. If you as a mother or as a father or as an adult cannot carry them by yourself and take them to school, ensure that they enter the school premises before you leave them, don't send them alone to go to school. I'm begging you. I've seen situations when it rains heavily like that, and little children were trekking to their schools, and an elderly woman, you know, women, we will always be mothers, good mothers indeed. We cannot afford to see a child dying or about to enter into evil trap, and then we will be looking. In my dialect, they will say, "Àgbà kì í wà lọ́jà kórí ọmọ tuntun wọ́." The elderly person will not be in any place or into the market and see that a baby's child is bending at the back of his mother and will not do something about it. So that elderly woman, another man too, started driving those children back. Oh yeah, go back home, because there was great heavy flood at the front, and yet they were going towards that place. I heard about situation where flood carried the whole child away, and till tomorrow, that child died. Because by the time they were able to locate the child, the flood has carried the child to a very far place. Of course, the child will die now. A child that does not know how to swim. How will she come out from a heavy flood? Parents, don't let us activate the deaths, untimely deaths of our children with our hands. Mothers, when it is raining heavily, especially in the morning, let your children stay at home. There is nothing they want to learn in school that particular day that they will never learn again in their life, or that will make them to be an hero forever. When they miss lessons, the following day, they can catch up with the lessons. Please, let's keep our children so that they don't fall into a ditch, because when there is flood on the road, you will not be able to identify where a ditch is. And as children, they can fall at any time. If adults are falling, why won't a child fall? When the child falls into a ditch, if the parents is lucky that flood did not take the did not carry the child away, that child will be badly wounded, and that will cost you money in the hospital. If they don't fall into ditch, their clothes will be very wet, their books will be wet, some of them will got torn on the long run. So what is your gain? Why must we push our children to school? I've seen parents force their children to school during rainy season. I know that there are some stubborn teenagers, but please, you need to brace up and face them head on. You are not going anywhere until this rain stops and we can see the road clearly. I pray that flood will not carry our children away. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until we meet again, do have a lovely day. Thank you.